Have you ever noticed that the moments when your child most needs guidance are the same moments when they seem least able to hear you? You speak gently, then more clearly, then maybe a little louder, and still, your words don't seem to land? It can feel frustrating, confusing, and even discouraging, especially when you're trying your best to stay calm. But what if your child isn't refusing to listen? What if their brain simply can't access your words in that moment? Today, we're talking about how to talk so your child can hear you, even when they're overwhelmed. In this video, we'll explore why overwhelmed children often struggle to process language, what actually helps communication in those moments, and how parents can adjust how they speak, not to control behavior, but to support understanding and connection. This video is meant to offer education and reassurance, not diagnosis or guaranteed results. Ready? Because this is Kind Parent Collective, less perfect parent, more real one. Why overwhelm changes how children hear. When a child is overwhelmed, their brain is working overtime. Big emotions, sensory input, fatigue, transitions, hunger, or stress can all push a child's nervous system into survival mode. In this state, the brain focuses on protection, not processing. That means language, especially long explanations, can become very hard to hear. Your child may still hear sounds, but understanding, responding, or following instructions may not be accessible in that moment. Listening is a skill that depends on regulation. Listening isn't just about willingness, it's also about readiness. A regulated nervous system makes it easier for a child to process words, respond appropriately, follow directions, stay connected. When a child is dysregulated, their capacity to listen is temporarily reduced, even if they want to cooperate. This is why calm moments feel easier and overwhelmed moments feel impossible. Why more words often make it harder. When parents sense their child isn't listening, it's natural to add more words. We explain, we repeat, we clarify, we reason. But for an overwhelmed child, more words can feel like more noise. Instead of helping, additional language can increase pressure, confusion, or shutdown. The child's brain may simply stop taking in information to protect itself. This doesn't mean your words are wrong. It means the timing isn't right. For some children, especially those sensitive to sound or language, repeated instructions can stack on top of each other. Each new sentence adds another layer to process. Over time, this can lead to shutdown or frustration, not because the child doesn't care, but because their brain can't sort through it all quickly enough. Fewer words can create more room for understanding. The difference between hearing and processing. Children can hear you without being able to process what you're saying. Processing involves understanding meaning, organizing a response, and managing emotions at the same time. For some children, especially young or neurodivergent children, processing language takes time, and overwhelm slows that process even more. What looks like ignoring may actually be delayed processing. Regulation comes before communication. Many child development professionals emphasize that regulation comes before reasoning. If a child is overwhelmed, their first need is safety and calm, not instruction. Trying to teach, correct, or reason before regulation often leads to more frustration for everyone involved. When parents shift focus from getting through to settling first, communication becomes more possible. How to talk less, not louder. One of the most helpful changes parents can make is speaking less, not louder. Short, simple phrases are easier for overwhelmed brains to process. A calm tone helps reduce pressure. Instead of multiple sentences, try one clear message. Instead of repeating, try pausing. Silence can give your child's brain space to catch up. Talking less doesn't mean withholding support. It means choosing words intentionally. When parents slow down and simplify, They give the child's nervous system a chance to settle and re-engage. Even a brief pause between words can make language feel less urgent and more accessible. In many cases, calm silence speaks louder than repetition ever could. Tone matters more than content. Children often respond more to how something is said than what is said. A calm, steady tone signals safety. A rushed or urgent tone, even with kind words, can increase stress. Slowing your speech, softening your voice, and allowing pauses can make language feel more accessible. Your tone can help regulate your child before your words even register. Timing is everything. Sometimes the best way to be heard is to wait. If your child is crying, melting down, or completely shut down, they may not be able to hear anything meaningful yet. Waiting until their body calms, even just a little, can make a big difference. This doesn't mean you're avoiding guidance. It means you're choosing a moment when your words have a better chance of landing. Use presence before language. Before speaking, connection matters. Being nearby, sitting at their level, offering quiet support, staying calm yourself. Presence helps children feel safe, and safety supports listening. Sometimes saying nothing while staying connected does more than any explanation could. Support the body to support the brain. When overwhelm shows up, the body often needs support before the brain can engage. Movement, deep pressure, quiet space, or familiar routines can help a child regulate enough to hear language again. Once the body settles, words become more accessible. This is why communication improves after calm returns. Not because the child suddenly decides to listen, but because they're able to. What to say when your child is overwhelmed. When words are needed, keep them simple and supportive. You might focus on naming the moment without judgment, offering reassurance, setting one clear expectation. Avoid long explanations, lectures, or repeated demands. Think of your words as anchors, not instructions. After the moment has passed. Some conversations work best after overwhelm has passed. When your child is calm, you can reflect, teach, or plan together for next time. These moments build understanding over time. Without pressure, learning sticks better when the nervous system is settled. It's not about saying it perfectly. There's no perfect script that works every time. What matters most is your willingness to notice, adjust, and reconnect. Some days will feel smoother than others. That's normal. Parenting isn't about perfect communication. It's about staying curious and compassionate even when it's hard. If your child struggles to hear you when overwhelmed, it doesn't mean they don't care or don't understand. It often means their brain needs calm before it can listen. By talking less, slowing down, and supporting regulation first, you're not lowering expectations, you're making communication possible. Thank you for spending this time with Kind Parent Collective. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment below your thoughts, rants, or everything in between. Sometimes the most powerful way to be heard is to meet your child where they are first. And if today was rough, you still did enough. Catch you on the next one.